America.
Starting off a Sunday with some NSYNC. Yes. Feels good. Good morning, America. So much excitement in those March Madness games. We've got all the overnight highlights ahead, plus our look ahead to the next battles on the court with ESPN's Andrea Carter and Jay Billis.
And we can't wait to talk to them. There are also those images showing the first set of ground troops in the Middle East as the U.S. steps up its presence there in the region. Their mission unclear at this point. And police in Paris say they thwarted an attempted terror attack outside a Bank of America building. One suspect allegedly caught red-handed.
Yes, we'll get to all of that, but we do begin with the intensifying chaos and frustration at the nation's airports. All right, Mola Langier, thanks to you there at BWI Airport. Now to where things stand this morning in the battle over Homeland Security funding. ABC News senior White House correspondent Selena Wang is in Washington. Good morning, Selena.
Yeah, Janai.
Janai.
It certainly is. Matt Rivers, our thanks to you. Now let's bring in ABC News Chief Washington correspondent Jonathan Karl, who will be hosting this week later. John, I want to start with what Matt was just talking about. U.S. Marines in the war region, more troops on the way. So what can these moves mean?
Unclear.
All right, and we'll continue watching that. Also, John, want to ask you, the DHS funding stalemate. Congress has now left town. The president has freed up some money for TSA, but is that really taking the pressure off Congress? Certainly frustrating for so many of those Americans who have been impacted. John,
yes.
Thank you so much. And make sure to tune in.
And the White House dismissed the nationwide protest as a product of leftist funding networks with little real public support. But it was incredible to see all of those people there all across the country.
Massive crowds.
Massive. Yeah. All right. We are going to...
Marcus, thank you. Turning now to our GMA Health Alert. If your nose is telling you that allergy season is already here, it may be right. Emergency medicine physician and medical toxicologist Dr. Stephanie Widmer is here to help us deal with it all. It certainly feels like allergy season really is starting earlier, Dr. Widmer, why is that?
So I hate large part due to changes in our climate. Plants are...
What can people do to protect themselves?
So now is your reminder that it's time.
That's good. We can't have fresh flowers in the house during allergy season because my kids just, it gets bad. Now, how about allergies to some fruits related to seasonal allergies? How can you tell them apart from a more severe food allergy?
This is something really...
We have to take the apple skin off because the kids have that reaction. Wow. Yes, so that's
crazy,
so interesting to hear. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks.
All right, thank you. All right.
All right. Well, now time for the weather. And meteorologist Brittany Bell from our New York station,
We also have to deal with some rainfall.
Why are you talking about what we talk in private?
I was complaining, just pointing out, but
I'm just trying to tease it, bring it all together.
Yes.
We love you.
Give you some good news.
Thank you, Brittany.
All right, there is so much excitement overnight in the March Madness matchups, and ABC's Andrew Dimbert has more on the teams dancing on. Fill us in, Andrew.
Hey, good today.
And your bracket, it's already busted?
It was done day one.
Yeah.
It was over.
Oof.
Yeah, I
still
took
better
too many,
than Gio's bracket.
I took too many Cinderellas. It's all the favorites this year.
Mine isn't broken because I don't have
You
it.
didn't do one yet.
There you go.
Me either.
You're not in the game. Nice.
Andrew, thank you so much. Still ahead here on GMA, the new...
So what's behind the trend, and is it worth it for fans? We just saw J-Lo in Vegas. It's worth it. Will Gans is going to have more later in the hour.
And I hope Will says that you didn't just see J-Lo. Tommy was on stage with J-Lo.
all that.
But in the meantime, a look at some of the other bigs. Locked out all expectations so he could enjoy every moment on the ice.
Good
and
for
look
him.
how good it did him.
See? That's all he needed to do. Congratulations.
Absolutely. And we begin this half hour with a woman who found herself clinging to the side of a California cliff, recounting the harrowing moments before help arrived. ABC's Morgan Norwood says the ordeal, it began simply enough, Morgan, with just a dip in the ocean.
Right, and the video is just as shocking, but unbelievable,
I am blown away by the story and the fact that she was able to hold on.
30 minutes. That long?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
So glad she's okay.
Glad she's okay, and thank you to those rescuers. All right, time now for the weather. Meteorologist Brittany Bell from our New York City.
All right, Brittany, thank you so much. Still coming up here on Good Morning America.
And welcome back to GMA, and we're looking now at more and more singing superstars. They're turning their backs on the tour bus, and they're taking up residencies, so fans have to hit the road instead. ABC's Will Gans is looking at what it all means. Good morning, Will.
I'm willing to travel for a great are the future for so many of our favorite artists.
Well, like we were saying, it's good for the venues, too,
exactly.
to be able to get in on
Every
that.
night that nothing's happening in a venue like that, they're losing money. So if you can have Harry Styles or someone similar come play for 30 nights, you know, they're going to make a lot of money back.
Good stuff. All right, thank you, Will. Still coming up here on Good Morning. We are back now on GMA with March Madness, and the teams with a shot to go all all the way. ESPN's Andrea Carter and Jay Billis. They are with us this morning. Jay, I want to start with you. And I got a printout from our associate director of your bracket because I heard you did incredibly well. It took us a second to figure out. Gio and I are not the sports heads here. But we heard you did very well. Let's start on the men's side. Two teams punched their tickets to the Final Four Saturday. Which winning team impressed you the most?
Andrea, the women's side here, 4 teams are moving on to the Elite 8. They're looking at yesterday's games. So which matchup stood out to you the most?
And Andrea, later today, we've got a big one on the women's side. Number 1 seed UCLA facing number 2 seed Duke for a spot in the Final Four. So what should fans be watching for in this matchup?
All right, Jay, let's bring you back in. If we can only watch one of the men's games today, which matchup is most likely to keep us on the edge of our seats? Tennessee versus Michigan or UConn versus Duke?
We're back now with our play of the day and the father and son bonding through bike rides.
Oh
my goodness.
And that little accent.
Yes.
Oh. Thank you for starting your day with us.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.
Daddy.